Yeah, so welcome to the channel. Oh, it's a bit cold today. Lovely blue sky and not a lot of wind, but got down to about -5 last night. So I just thought I'd come up the plot, check things out, see if the compost had got back up to temperature. Because I did turn it last week, about a week or so ago, and yeah, got the heat back into it a bit, although it's probably started to cool down now. But I'm just going to add a bit more to it. But give you a little look, see what's going down at the plot. So when I turned the compost, I managed to flick a load more compost out onto the beds, mainly on this side here, and this bean bed here, this bed here, and this bed here. So yeah, managed to get quite a bit out, so I can make room to turn the other compost. And you can see it's really cold and frosty this morning. You see the frost just down here, that. But yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful cold crisp day. So yeah, the compost, I managed to turn quite a lot of it into this one after I'd emptied the load out, and you can see it's already shrunk quite a lot. So I'm hoping the rest of what's in here, hopefully get that on the top of the other one, and then yeah, that'll probably be it. Probably won't turn it again or anything. There won't be no need because I've got no more stuff to add to it yet. But doesn't look actually too bad on here. This was most of the waste what came off my neighbour's plot, all the weeds and stuff. And there's still quite a lot of the rosemary branches and stuff in there. Load of twiggy bits and what have you, but that's not too bad. That'll rake out at the end after I've spread it around and that. So yeah, I'm just going to get a bit more of this into here. Right, that's got the compost turned a bit more anyway. So it's pretty much full now. I ain't going to get much more in there. There's a bit of leaves at the bottom there which haven't decomposed, which is now going to be ate by the worms, I should imagine. There's plenty of worms in this top bit here. That I did see a few cocoons and that in there, but there's plenty of worms that's all going to be getting munched by them. And yeah, decompose down a bit quicker. So I've not actually got a massive amount left in here now, but when this shrinks down again, which I'm sure it will do, that extra bit of weight on there now, yeah, I'll get that last little bit in there, and then hopefully start to collect some more materials at some point, get back to work soon. So yeah, I'm just going to pop the lids back on these then, so the wind don't blow them away and keep the warmth in. I was going to try and peel off all that shiny cardboard off that Titan Hoover box, but it's all a bit bitty, so I can't be bothered yet. I'll just wait for it to get a bit more wet and it will come off hopefully in one go then. But yeah, I was going to pop that on top just to help keep the heat in, but yeah, like I said, I'm not going to bother for now. So I'm just going to get this wrapped up. So the lid's on now, have a quick look at the temperature, see what that's like. Just short of 120 degrees Fahrenheit. What's that, about 44 degrees Celsius. But yeah, gonna have a decent amount of compost. Hopefully by May sort of time. If I need to pop any more compost around the beds when I'm planting up, really. But yeah, have a quick look around the plot while I'm here then. The green manures on here, the rye is actually thickening out quite nicely now, and I'm not going to dig it in now. I've decided not to. I'm just going to terminate the rye by chopping it off just below, like where it's all growing out there. I'm just going to get a knife or something and just snip it just below that sort of crown where all those roots are coming out, and that should terminate it. And that was advice from the veg plot, because I know that rye is quite difficult to terminate just by smothering it. It's kind of good to dig it in because that gets rid of it really, but I'm no dig, so I think that's going to be the best way to get rid of that. But yeah, it's not doing too badly. Broad beans not been hit by the frost too much here. You can see this one's got a little bit of damage from the frost just there, but the vetching here is doing okay. There's a little bit of clover, rye, like I say. That kohlrabi, which is probably rotted away, and it's probably full of slugs to be honest, but I'm just going to leave it to rot away, or you know, you never know, it might shoot in the spring and have a flower head on it. I'll get some seeds from it then. But yeah, this green manure is doing okay. The onions in my onion bed, bit bright. Let me lift up the cover here, get under. But yeah, I've got some onions coming through, which is good. Means that they haven't rotted away or anything. Broccolis at the end, they're still alive and doing okay. Only got tiny little spears on it, but let's just keep the ground busy really. Have a little look at this one. Yeah, so there's a few tiny little spears on there as well. She's doing okay. I've got a little bit of couch grass just coming in on this edge here, which is absolute nightmare. I'm going to try and just get the fork in there a little bit, you know, just tease out the roots if I can, because if not, it's just going to spread and keep growing in there. But I'll do that when I come to change the net over for the onions. I'll probably have to do that in the next month or so because of the allium leaf miner. The blackbirds and the robins have been busy trying to get under the crispy wood chips, get all the juicy worms. There's been a little cheeky robin flying around this morning, following me around, especially when I was doing the compost. He kept landing on the edge. In here, another green manure. It's just been hit by the frost again, which is good because I want it to die back really without having to cut it down or pull it out or anything. I just want to possibly, you know, if it's all going to die like that, I'm just going to dump more compost on it, just a little thin layer, and let all that rot down. So I'll probably do that in March, and then it'll be ready for planting hopefully April time, something like that. If the Phycelia dies down, that is. So the broccoli, the main broccoli bed in here, which is all still alive. Some of it's looking a bit manky, although still got some nice spears coming, only little ones. But anything good in this little hunger gap period is a result really. So a shame I haven't got no purple sprouting broccoli or KLX, because they were pretty good the other year. But yeah, broccoli is pretty good for growing over winter. It's quite hardy and keeps the soil busy. Yeah, so these ones have been hammered by the pigeons, which if they're eating these, hopefully they're not eating other things. Yeah, so like I say, this broad bean bed's been topped up with some compost now. So yeah, I'm not decided where I'm going to plant all my stuff this year yet. apart from, I know definitely potatoes are going to go in here. Single seed potato, possibly going to go in this bed here. And I'm taking a bit of a risk with that because there's voles under there, moles, but I'm planning to line it with chicken wire underneath, because I'm going to move, what I'm going to attempt to do is move these 3 cages of the single seed potatoes, turn it into maybe one big one, or just move them over and put 3 on that bed, and yeah, plant the potatoes back in here again. But give it all a good mix around first. So yeah, the little robin's flicking down all through here and trying to find worms. Not sure where he is or she is at the moment, but not sure, not far. So yeah, all this sort of stuff's died down now. The asparagus bed's all been mulched as well. Hopefully get a decent harvest off it this year. Well, these ones along here are quite new still. They're only sort of maybe 2 years old, but the main ones should be about 4 years old now. Well, will be this summer, so fingers crossed. Yeah, still got to sort out the flower bed, but I'll get round to that soon. I've just been trying to sort out some of the wood from this shed, get some decent sort of sized bits, so I can patch up my shed at the other house. Because I've got loads of sheds, but none of them are any good. They're all leaking or not got no floors or anything. But I've only found a few bits of wood, what's any good. So I'm probably just going to have to try and get as much of this rubbishy wood away, try and burn it or something maybe, take it up to a tip. And then, yeah, I might have to bite a bullet and buy some new wood, or try and find some pallets. Because the only trouble is, if you have pallets like this, and leave them outside, when you try and split them up with your crowbar, they end up just splitting. So, you know, you end up with a load of splintery bits of wood, not worth using. So I should really just bite the bullet and buy some wood, but I'm tight. So yeah, that's it really. Just thought I'd give you a little update from the plot, see what's going on. And yeah, just hope everyone's having a good winter. It's a bit cold now at the moment, but at least the sun's out. Not got too much snow or anything, and there's no flooding here as well at the moment. I know people have had lots of problems throughout the country. But please give us a thumbs up, and have a good week. Goodbye.